Welcome to this class of artificial intelligence. We were discussing about error backpropagation learning algorithm, and as a background we discussed we have taken a multi-layer feed for neural network, and for that we will see that how error backpropagation learning algorithm is applied. So first of all, we will see that what are the formula for the error backpropagation learning algorithm, and we will try to understand it through example, and after that we will see that how this formula are derived. So the first formula which we get in the backpropagation learning algorithm is related to weight update, which we call weight update formula, and this says that at any iteration k plus 1, if you want to know a particular weight which is connecting jth neuron to ith output of activation function in the previous layer, then this new means k plus 1 weight will be the previous weight. This k means previous plus a constant mu into delta j and x out comma j. Here we need to pay attention to the superscripts. So here mu is having the superscript s, delta j is having superscript s, and similarly the output is also having a superscript, but it is not same as these two, rather it is s minus 1. These superscript we have seen that they correspond to the layer, hidden layer. So if you are going to update weight of sth layer, layer s, then previous weight plus this is the change in the weight, and that change in the weight is calculated with the help of this expression, which is involving mu of the correspondingly same layer and delta of j of the same layer, but x out of the previous layer, s minus 1. Mu is a term which represents learning rate. This parameter corresponds to learning rate. Delta is known as local error, or sometimes it is also referred to as delta itself, but it is actually local error. And how to get this, evaluate this local error? So for this there are two formula. One is for output layer and other is for hidden layer. But first of all we will see the output layer. So delta or local error at a given layer S. Here this S will be of course corresponding to this output layer. So delta for the corresponding J means a given activation function, a given neuron. So for jth neuron at output layer, a particular local error or delta can be evaluated taking as a difference of this is desired output of the neural network, and this is the actual output of the neural network for a given set of weights and given set of inputs. So whatever are the weights here in this figure, whatever are the weights here, and whatever inputs you give and whatever activation function you have taken, for that we can evaluate in steps this these v1, then output of activation functions, then output of those activation functions which we call x1 out will be weighted with these weights. We will get weighted sum here, and then we will evaluate v2, and then v2 will pass on through these activation functions. Then these outputs which we call x2 out will be multiplied with these weights weighted, and then we will get output here. Then passing through activation function we will get these y1s and y2, which we also call as x3 out. So this output X out j is the output of the neural network, and this is the desired, means the input, the value which we expect from this neural network for a given input pattern. As far as this g is concerned, this g is derivation of activation function, derivative of activation function. So if activation function is f and we take its derivative, then we call it as g. So if here we substitute a v, j, then this will be for that particular vj. So we'll first take derivative and then evaluate it for a given vj. So this was about output layer, how to evaluate local error delta. Now for hidden layer, we know that we don't have any desired output. So in that case, the formula changes. So here the formula is like this. So if you want to get this local error for a layer which is other than output layer, then the formula says that for S hidden layer, the delta at S plus 1 means next hidden layer, whatever delta is calculated into, means weighted with the corresponding weights at the same level. They are weighted, means their sum is taken and that sum is multiplied with this derivative of activation function at the same level. This says the same layer, and this corresponds to neuron index. So delta of the next stage is required to evaluate the delta of the current stage. So now we need to see that if we want to start update of weights, weight update, then where to start with, how to do it. Question is, can we start from W1 or we should start from W3? Suppose we want to start update from W1, then we need to use this formula, Wji at first layer, k plus 1 means next updated value, next k plus 1th iteration. This needs that we take this weight at kth iteration and we add this mu1, which is learning rate parameter, and delta j at this one, and x out I. Here, as per the formula, we have seen that this will be delta out j, and this is at the third layer, means you can say S. So not here, rather we are talking about hidden layer, so it will be this one here, this one. So this is going to be S minus 1. So if delta js is taken, then delta x out j is at S minus 1. So according to that, it will be 0. And what is x out superscript 0? That we have seen that it is this part output here. This we call it x out 0. So all these are components of this vector. which we call input vector pattern also, this one. So this means that the input vector pattern values we'll be using here, and we need delta J1. But point is that this is known, but this delta J1 is not known. And to evaluate this delta J1, suppose I am taking this J is equal to 2, and here also it is 2, so it is suppose 2J, and not 2J, it is 2I, J is equal to 2, and this is 2I, and this is going to be delta 2 at layer 1, and this is going to be X out I at layer 0, means input pattern. So delta 2 at layer 1, if we want to find out, then we will have to evaluate this using the second formula which we have seen here, this one for hidden layer, and this will come out to be delta H W H 2, because according to that formula, if it is J here, then it is as J, and this corresponds to second layer, and then this summation will be over number of hidden neurons in this layer, and we have seen that in this layer the number of hidden neurons are, this is N2, H is equal to 1 to N2, and N2 in our case, you can see here, this is number of N0, N0 is 5, so N2 here, this is second layer here, this is first layer, first hidden layer. So second hidden layer is this, and the N2, this is second hidden layer, and the second hidden layer, the number of neurons is equal to 3, and in the first layer it is 4. So in the second layer, if we are evaluating delta 2 1, and here we are going for delta S2, second layer, so N2 will be 3 in this case, and then this needs to be multiplied with G and V2 and 1. This will be 1 as per the formula we have seen here. This is S plus 1 is plus 1, so it is 2 2, and this is S, the same S is here, so this will be 1 whatever is here, and N2 is second layer, so here we will be having this, here it is S plus 1, so we are using 2 2. So this we need to evaluate, and this V2 1 needs to be evaluated, then we'll be able to get this delta. Now if we look at this expression, then this means that to evaluate local error at the first hidden layer, this is about first hidden layer, this needs value of the local errors at the second hidden layer. This is with this superscript 2 means local error at the second layer, and this delta 2H, if we go by different H values, then it will be delta H, where H will be 1, 2 and 3. So 3 values need to be calculated. and weights are of course with us. These weights are with us. This V2 we can evaluate, this G we know, but how to evaluate this? So when we want values of this delta S2, which we call local error at second hidden layer, then we'll have to of course go to the second layer, next layer, and in the next layer we need to get delta suppose I am going for this to evaluate delta 2. There are three delta values at the second layer, delta 3, delta 1, delta 2, delta 3. Suppose we want to evaluate this. So for this we will have to evaluate delta H, and here it will be 3, and then WH1, because of this one, this will be 1, and this will be at the third layer, and then we need to multiply this with V1 because this is second layer, so this will be V2. So to evaluate this we need this one, and here this H will be from H is equal to N3 number of neurons in the third layer, which is equal to 2. Similarly, if we want to evaluate this, then we need H is equal to 1 to 2 and delta H 3 and WH2 and this G V2 2, and here similarly we can evaluate using V3 2, and here the H from 1 to 2 and delta H3, and this W will be H3 now. So now these weights we are of course having, and this delta H3 we can evaluate because this uses the first formula, and this says that delta J3 because it is output layer now, so D QJ minus X out J3 third layer and into G VJ3. Now as we can evaluate this from the network, and these are the desired outputs which are known for our supervised learning, so we can evaluate this. Hence we can use these to evaluate changes in weights. Now if we are knowing this, then we can evaluate, this is for superscript 3. Once it is known, then we can evaluate for superscript 2, and once these are known, then we can evaluate this using this one with superscript 1, and once these are known, then this becomes known, and then only W1 can be updated. This means that we will have to start from W3 and use this formula there, and there if we use this formula, then here we will be getting delta J3, and using that we will be updating our W3.